Hi, my friends. At the time that I am recording this video, I am fairly new to YouTube. So I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and also to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to any of you who have already subscribed or taken the time out of your day to watch any of the videos or the shorts that I've posted, and of course to share or put comments. It means so much to me as I am embarking on something new. It's always a little bit exciting and vulnerable. So I just wanted to take a minute to really express my gratitude and to say that I am happy to be here and I am having fun so far with putting some information out into the world through this channel. I am Dr. Trivisonno. I am a naturopathic doctor, and I am a licensed acupuncturist, and I have years of experience in the health and wellness world. I have had the wonderful blessing of being able to host and MC some really great conferences, specifically in New York with our Naturopathic Association, and I have been on a lot of webinars, both presenting and learning from other experts in the field, and I feel like getting more good information out into the world is a really wonderful thing to do, especially in a time when I would say that there is a lot of consumer confusion in medicine. We are inundated with so much different information, and some of it is great, some of it is not so great, and a lot of it sometimes just leaves us feeling kind of fearful or paralyzed about what to do next with our health. So I want to share with you a little bit of why I got into naturopathic medicine specifically, how naturopathic medicine is unique in its own way, what to look for when you are searching around for different types of doctors that can help you in a more holistic or preventive way, and also to talk about some of the things that I look forward to being able to myth bust or put some insight out into the world about as far as health and wellness, and very specifically for women, perimenopause, menopause, aging in general, how to do so with more grace, a little bit more ease, and hopefully strength and resilience as we move ahead. So I became very interested in naturopathic medicine specifically. My dad was going through some health issues when I was young, and unfortunately he did pass away when I was 20. He had issues that were associated with both his heart and his kidney, and a lot of the things that he was doing, whether it was a medicine or a procedure, were kind of taxing on the other organ systems. And so as he was going through what he did need to go through for his health with multiple specialists, both my mother and I started to really think about, what could we do to find a person who knows how to treat the whole person, put all the parts of the body together in that holistic way so that you can really address health and wellness preventively and understand how all the things are connected. So I started to become very passionate about learning about naturopathic medicine and went on to study at the National University of Natural Medicine in Portland, Oregon, where I also completed my master's in Chinese medicine and became an acupuncturist. Again, as a way to support the whole body. There are a lot of therapeutic modalities out there that can be really supportive to amplifying and optimizing health and wellness when you're undergoing treatments on a kind of consistent basis to just support your general health, which is a little bit different than our kind of current paradigm that says, you only go to the doctor when you're feeling sick. I think about naturopathic medicine and Chinese medicine as true prevention, which is going and taking a look at how things are feeling and working on your health and wellness in advance of things getting bad or symptoms taking over and taking hold. So because of losing my dad at a young age, I did become very passionate at in learning about all the things: herbal medicine, homeopathy, acupuncture and Chinese medicine, diet and nutrition, lifestyle support, and different things that can really help people to understand the root causes of what's truly going on for them. So what's unique about naturopathic medicine specifically is that we do follow a core set of principles. So one of the principles is first, do no harm. Of course, that's very important in medicine in general. Another of my favorite principles, which is really kind of why I'm here with y'all today, is docere, or doctor as teacher. When I was going through what I was going through with my dad, who was just so important to me in every single way, and really a protector and a provider and strong, charismatic, sort of the sun in the solar system, at least in my world, trying to learn more about your own body from the standpoint of education as empowerment really became a huge motivation and a passion for me, right? Like oftentimes we walk into a doctor's office and we're fearful already. We don't know what they're going to find. We don't know what they're going to tell us. We're nervous. I mean, sometimes we're even nervous that something we're going to do is going to upset someone who's in there. And it's a strange thing that we go through mentally and emotionally. And I started to feel like, if there are ways to learn preventive medicine by understanding our bodies in new and different ways, then health becomes empowering rather than the kind of fear-based paradigm that keeps us afraid to learn more about, peeking behind the hood, what's really going on inside with our system. So doctor as teacher is the reason why I am doing more group work and getting out in front of different audiences, social media platforms, to share some ideas about health and wellness to a broader audience. And I mentioned do no harm. There is also treat the whole person and treat the root cause and prevention. And probably one of my favorites, the other principle in naturopathic medicine, is the healing power of nature. This is where I've also learned a lot from Chinese medicine. The ancient Taoist sages were always taking information from the natural world, meditating on it, taking a look at it and saying, what is nature doing now? Because the human being in Chinese medicine is like a microcosmic reflection of the macrocosm. So we have our inner nature, and our inner nature is dynamically responding constantly to the outer natural world. So if things that are going on in the outside world are chaotic, the weather is very changeable and extreme, we may feel more chaotic internally with changeable and more extreme symptoms. So different ways to kind of understand how the body is constantly changing, how we are adapting to stress, and how we heal as human beings can be a really empowering piece of how to care for ourselves moving forward. So that's the reason why I chose naturopathic medicine. I really do believe in these core set of principles. Naturopathic doctors are also trained as primary care providers, so they have that education and that training to speak the language of a conventional doc and do understand how to diagnose and treat disease. Now, this does vary state to state. There's different scope of practice and there's different laws around this, so it's always good to do good research to figure out where your providers are coming from, what their training is, and how they may complement each other. In some states, a naturopathic doctor may work more like someone who is assessing as a health consultant, and you may still be working with a primary care doctor, and that would be perfectly appropriate as you establish a really good team, a support team that can help you look at your symptoms, conditions in a deeper way. So I'm very passionate about what naturopathic medicine very specifically has to offer, what Chinese medicine and acupuncture has to offer, because these are ways to understand the body more on the spectrum of health and wellness, and less so on just focusing on the disease, the label, or the condition. We are kind of living in a time where we're really always just searching for the information, what is it? And while that may be important to understand what the symptom is connected to and what is it, what is the disease process, we want to go a level deeper and also go out further to know what are the root causes, how do we optimize health exactly where we are we on the spectrum of health and disease or illness, and how do we start to move the needle in that right direction through focusing on health and focusing on the different things we can do in our lifestyle, how we remove potentially obstacles to cure, things that are standing in the way of our feeling better, how we begin to understand a little bit more about our relationship to stress. I'm always saying stress is a relationship and not all stress is bad. So understanding the difference between good stress and chronic stress. And lastly, my most important kind of realization that I've had over the years, which is that self-care is self-discovery. Each of us is a unique individual with our own relationships, our own working life and family life and past history. And so as we discover what things truly nourish us and what things drain us, we can begin to learn more about how to care for ourselves in new and different ways. So this is my new passion, is really teaching and educating people self-discovery as a way to embrace better self-care and to identify not just the root causes of illness and symptoms, but to identify the things that bring us joy, that help us navigate and relate to stress, so that we can pursue happier, healthier lives. If you want to go deeper, please do stay connected with me on this channel. And I so appreciate those of you that are here. If you're inspired or you have questions or you very specifically have topics that you would like to learn more about or know about, please post it in the comments below, because I'm new to this and I look forward to posting a lot of good educational videos for you, and I am open to suggestions. So please post that in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.